All right, let's go ahead and get on with this. We're gonna start with the hub little thing here. There's nothing real special about the hub. We've kind of simplified it even more than it's already been. You literally spawn here, you walk forward, you get into the sauce, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Oh, so how we'll start this off, we're gonna do like a little tour type thing, give you a rundown of what's happening. We're gonna do suggestions, and then we're gonna take questions. It'll be relatively a quick stream, I think, probably 20-30 minutes. I don't know, probably not too long, but we're gonna jump into it here because there's not a lot to go over. Now, before we jump into Philia, the kind of background on it and kind of like the goal was to make it similar to the like the old CORBACRAFT, like the pre-quest CORBACRAFT and stuff, you know, the whole Sea City and all that interactiveness and all that fun stuff. So keep that in mind. If that's the server you're looking, the type of server you're looking for, that'll be on Philia. Lothar's not changing. Lothar's Lothar, and yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it here. So nice, spawned into some rain. So when you spawn in here, it's a really simple spawn. I mean, it's just, I mean, literally, you'll walk forward and go. Now, the reason for that is because we have a whole Sea City thing, but we're not going to tour the Sea City today. It's still being built, but that'll be something that'll be available once you guys actually join. Okay, so first things first, to the right. Well, first things first, to spawn here with a kit. You don't have a kit right now. Kit's not complete for the starter kit. Over here, you have your admin shop. You have your buy items, so you can buy all this, and we're gonna add a couple pieces of food to this as well. But it's really simple then. These are the buy items you can buy from the admin shop. There's not many. The reason being because we want to promote player shops and stuff, which we'll go over in a few minutes. You can also sell to the admin shop, so you can sell all this stuff. So you have another way of making money. If you want to become a farmer, you can. If you want to become a fisher, you can. If you want to make all your mobs farms and all that stuff, you can. You know, it's kind of just, it's up to you what you want to do. So we tried to add a bunch of different ways to make money and all that good stuff, and we're going to talk about more of that in a bit. Your warps. Okay, you have your crates. You have the current event. This warp will only work whenever there's an event running. Essentially, you click it and it'll warp you straight to the event. Now, most of the events, if not all, are going to actually be hosted in Sea City, which is going to be kind of cool. The end warp, enchantment. This warp literally takes you right there. Battleground warp. So this is something that's going to be updated within the updates. However, initially it's just going to be a PvP little arena thing where item drops not on, you just fight each other. Ignore to get their inventories part, but anyways, you just fight each other, and that's kind of what happens there. But that's gonna have an update soon after the start of the server. That will be pretty big and something that's gonna be kind of cool. The lounge. This is an area in Sea City where you can go and just chill with a bunch of people. Not gonna go to Sea City today. It's something you guys are gonna have to check out later. The Nether, and teleport to Corba City right here. So this will teleport you to the town hall, which is pretty awesome. Down here, ranks, donor ranks. This takes you over there, which we'll go through in a second. Down to the left, we added this new little player kit menu thing. So you have your donor kits in here. Now the donor kits, I'll explain these in a minute, but you have your starter kits here. So each rank has its own kit, and as you see, they don't get items per se. They get a bunch of other things. They get uncommon keys, tokens, XP levels, and we'll go through tokens here in a bit. They get other keys and just kind of keys and stuff like that, which is pretty exciting. Is my music too loud? I don't think so. Let me know if, Shadow, are you watching the stream?
I can, yeah.
Okay, can you just tell me if the music's too loud? If the music's too loud, well, I can just tell them. If the music's too loud, let me know, guys. It's alright, okay, cool. Donor kits. Now this is pretty cool. So the donor kits, instead of logging on and having to have a staff give you your donor money and all that, you don't have to do that anymore. You'll log on, you'll click on your kit, it'll give you your donor money, it'll give you everything donor related. It's a one-time use. However, if you have Corba, you can use every single one of these. And once you use every single one of these, it'll total up to the balance that you should get for the Corba rank. So that means if you buy Groovy, and you buy the rank upgrade to Divine, you're not going to get another 50k. You're going to get the 30k that puts you at Divine. Reason for this is because it helps with the economy issues we had on Lothar, and we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to see what we can do to mitigate that here. However, you just get the set amount that you donate for now instead of more than what you donate for. So that's kind of a cool feature. for economy purposes. We're not going to go over that right this minute. Let's go ahead and head over here. Token shop. All right. Now the token shop's something new. It's very similar to the shard shop on Skyblock. Now how this works is, I probably have an ungodly amount of tokens. Let me check here. You can do /token space bow, and so there I have 185 tokens. Cool beans. I can go spend those tokens here at this token shop. This is a separate economy from the original economy. I know it sounds kind of confusing, but it'll make more sense once you see what's inside here. Okay, from the token shop, using your tokens, you can actually buy crate keys, Corba cash, claim blocks. We'll go through the release date and all that here in a couple minutes, but it's October 19th, and I'll explain why. We have a bunch of spawners you can buy. Ooh, that's a typo. But this is the only way you can really get spawners is through the token shop and through crates. Reason being, because we're trying to keep it kind of balanced and we don't want super crazy mob farms, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. There's the far quad pick in here. Now there's these 4 items right here kind of are interchangeable. As time goes on, these are going to be replaced with other cool items that are rare. So we may have a month where these 4 far quad items are available, and then they're going to be gone forever. So that's kind of a cool feature. So if you save 150 tokens, get the far quad pick, that's just one of the advantages. Now, I know it's a pain in the butt, you can't see what's on it, but that also adds to the whole rarity type, how do you, like the surprise mystery, yeah, you know, it kind of adds to that, as well as like the value of like having it, I guess you could say. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it makes more sense. Okay, now if you want to spawn a wither, you can actually buy wither skulls here. You can buy in crystals for spawning the end dragon, because I think that's how that works, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's kind of like the token shop. It's got those things that you typically can't buy. How to earn tokens, we'll go over that in a few minutes. Okay, down here, actually we'll go over that after we get done with play ranks. Play ranks, so the rank up system, just similar to Lothar, you know, /rank up, you rank up for play ranks, blah blah blah. You need 4 to summon the dragon. Well, that will be changed to 4 if you need 4, not 3. My apologies, I'm not a good dragon killer. Okay, every 15 minutes you earn a set amount of Corba cash, which we'll go through in a couple minutes. I just bring that up because you just saw that little message. So player ranks. Starter rank, surf rank, cost free. This is where you start. Now what you get is 150 Corba cash per 15 minutes while playing on the server, up to a maximum set amount. That means you can't just AFK and collect it. After 30 minutes, 4 hours, or not 30 minutes, I think it's 4 hours, you'll stop collecting for that day, but then the following day you'll be able to do it again. So it's kind of a cool thing there. You have 250 Corba cash, that's what you start with on the server, so that's kind of why that's there. Now when you rank up to merchant, it costs 2,000 Corba cash. You receive instead of receiving 150 per 15 minutes, you now receive 200 per 15 minutes. You receive 1 uncommon key, the merchant rank tag, 5 tokens, and 5 XP levels. So now you redeem all that stuff with /kit merchant, as you see there, or you can go back to the kit NPC. It's really simple. Squire, so on and so forth. You see it goes up in the amount you earn per minute. You don't get too much different stuff here. However, the reason being because it's such a cheap upgrade. Now you kind of have a big jump to warrior here. As you see, it goes up to 400 per 15, so on and so forth. And then knight, noble, regent, warlord, and monarch. So as it goes up, so see, as you see, monarch, you receive 3,000 per 15 minutes. The maximum you can receive is also increased to a set amount. I don't know what it is. I think it's 10 or 20,000. So that's kind of a cool feature there. Leaderboard, this needs some work. We're not going to right click to see it right now. The reason because it has the long leaderboard on there. The leaderboard is going to be more so based off XP balance rather than bow top. Because there really isn't competition going on this kind of server. I guess you said there's no reward for whoever has the most of whatever. You still have access to Baltop if you want to be on Baltop and stuff, but just heads up there. Your random warp, this is kind of confusing, I imagine, but they'll figure it out. We'll all figure this out. As you see, the bridge is broken, so you jump in here for the random TP, okay? Pretty straightforward, I think, but now if you go across, go over here, this is a quick teleport to the battleground area. We'll go ahead and go into it real quick. It's pretty cool. This is the battleground. This is where the PvP is taking place and where other things will be taking place as the server gets updated. But as you see, there's mobs in it. Haven't decided if we're going to leave the mobs yet, reason being because I think it adds a whole nother aspect to the PvP. However, it's kind of going to be a pain in the butt, but we'll see. It's a good place to farm up some mob drops as well, so it's kind of cool, I think. Nice. Okay, let's go back here and talk about tokens. We'll talk about tokens and we'll tour the rest of spawn. Okay, so tokens, how you can earn them. So every time you vote, you earn, I believe it's 2 tokens. So 2 tokens per vote. They're not supposed to be something that are easy to get. So let's clarify that. They're something that are grindy. So there's 2 tokens per vote. Why does it sound like there's a train outside my house? Oh, it's the farmers. I was still confused. 2 tokens per vote. You can earn tokens through crates, which we'll go over here in just a minute. You can earn tokens through donor ranks, get tokens. Player ranks, get tokens. And so on and so forth. Trying to think of the other ways to earn tokens. I forget. And we're considering adding a buy option from here, but we might see how it goes first with what we got. Because I don't want people getting like all the items from the token shop really quick, because that kind of ruins the grind and kind of the fun part of it. So yeah. Oh, events will give tokens. Treasure chests will give tokens. Mazes, whenever you give treasure chests and mazes, parkour, dungeons, tokens, 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 tokens. There's tokens everywhere. These are sunflowers, but they're supposed to mimic tokens. Pretty cool sauce, huh? All right, let's head over here. Auction house, simple auction house, nothing special here. You can auction tokens, but that'd be pretty cool. Okay, this way. All right, so over here we have our crates. Here's a vote crate. This was a highly requested thing that we used to do way back when. Only thing you can get from vote crates are crate keys and tokens. So that's kind of cool. It makes voting a little bit more worth it. Uncommon crate. So here's your uncommon rewards. Pretty high. These are probably going to be moved down a little bit. These 2 CORBACRAFT things. It's a pretty large amount. I didn't realize that. Our vases, like a minute. I'll touch on those here in a minute. Rare crate and then legendary. We're not going to go through all that. And then this will be a crate here soon. This is going to be the mob spawner crate, which is going to be really hard to get a key for. The only way you can get a key for it is through legendary. It's not even going to be something you can donate for, I don't think, at this point. Okay. Now your donor ranks. These are subject to change before the release. There could be additions or removals of certain things. Reason being, we want to make sure it's kind of balanced with everything that's going to fit in. So here's your MVP, what you get for MVP. All this will be on the CORBACRAFT website. I'm not going to go through all this right now, but it'll be on the CORBACRAFT donor website sometime soon. Okay, let's talk about, well, hold on, let me make sure I got everything over here. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much sums up spawn. Now let's talk about why that kind of sums up spawn. The goal for spawn was to keep it simple, keep it straightforward, and keep it kind of like you get in, you can start playing, and you don't have to worry about a cluster of information or stuff like that. And I think we accomplished that well here. If you disagree, please let me know, because there's a typo. If you disagree, please let me know, because we'll make adjustments accordingly. I want it to be super simple spawn that anyone can join and just start playing. Now the reason being, because Sea City is going to be super complex, and super kind of detailed, so it's kind of like a secondary spawn, but not really. You spawn in Sea City in the warp or the town hall, and there's paths kind of spread throughout. That's where all the events are going to be, where all the arenas, where all these cool theme parks and things that we used to have all the time, like zoos. That whole kind of cluster of things that isn't typical for Minecraft, I guess you could say, but still really cool. Now I know it's gonna be a question: are players gonna be able to build in Sea City? Absolutely. It's gonna be one of those things where they're sold, like plots are kind of sold. They may not be perfectly square plots. They may be perfectly square plots. We don't know. And then we'll kind of we'll have them, or we'll have you, like, everyone kind of build and put together certain things, and so on and so forth. Like staff, I think we're doing a kind of like a super downtown New York style area, and I think the staff already have a big old kind of office building, which is pretty cool. We're gonna make I'm gonna make a housing, oh thank you, I'm gonna make like a housing type thing too. That's a tower. It's gonna be a cool experience, and I think I'm actually gonna do a survival series just in Sea City, which will be pretty gnarly, I think. Here's map. Now let's touch on mazes and stuff. Now that we kind of covered Sea City a little bit. Also in Sea City, there'll be player shops. The whole 10-20 yards. Hold on, I got a text message. It's probably important. It's not important at all. Let's talk about dungeons, mazes, and all that good stuff. So, Sea City is going to have dungeons, mazes, and parkour, and just kind of all these cool little things. We're going to rehost a CORBACRAFT Fight Club event, which is going to be one of the first events we run from Sea City. We're going to do all this fun stuff. And now mazes, we'll talk about mazes specifically first. You'll clear a maze, you'll go through, you'll solve it. Throughout the maze there'll be a treasure chest, boxes kind of scattered throughout, and if you find them all, you get or if you find them, you get rewards for each one you find, and every week or so those will reset. So you can come back a week later if that same maze is still up. Now if it's a different maze, obviously you have to figure it out, but it's pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool how that works. And what's going to be really cool is it's going to be hosted in Sea City. However, yeah, so essentially it'll be hosted in Sea City. We'll talk more about that. Well, there's not really anything to talk about, but that's kind of how mazes work. Parkour, same way. As you complete different steps of the parkour, you'll get, you know, treasure chests and stuff that you find throughout. Pretty simple. Those two are the simple things. Now dungeons. Now this is a whole different thing that Shadow and the build team and kind of whoever's good with like command blocks and that stuff are going to be making. I think they're working on one kind of already, right? If you want to talk about that just a bit.
Yeah, so the dungeons are going to be kind of similar to stuff you've talked about already, where you can either do it alone or team up with your buddies. You'll have to like fight through armies of mobs, do puzzles and parkour maybe, and then at the very end you'll get a special item, or maybe a couple special items, depending on how many people there are.
So heck yeah.
I don't want to disclose too much.
All right, yeah, understandable. So dungeons are pretty hyped and stuff, and they're gonna be fun. I don't know how he plans on running them yet. If they're gonna be like only at certain times, or if they can run them, or players can do it anytime, just once or whatever.
Might leave them so we're probably gonna like separate several into like groups. So like there's ones that are always open that have like lesser gear they can do multiple times, and then some might be one time only and have a slightly better item. And then just have some that are like only during random events. It's like, oh,
so pretty saucy, boys.
Up for no reason.
So yeah, that's kind of like the plan with those three type of things. Now we'll answer a question about events here in a second. We got a bunch of questions to kind of go through, but we'll get to them. So that's kind of how those will be ran. I'm gonna go ahead and touch on events now. I'll probably end up answering a question during this. Now events in Philia. So these are Philia specific events. Now what this means is if you win the event on Philia, depending on the type of event, you might not get the reward on Lothar, and I'll explain why in a minute. So Philia, the first event that's gonna be ran, I don't know, it's kind of gonna be ran by a mix of the event team and like the staff team, mainly because we don't have as many event team staff members anymore. So it's just a little bit easier that way. The first event we're gonna run, I believe, is the CORBACRAFT Fight Club event. That's the first like live stream big event type thing, and what that consists of is you're in a boxing arena, fist only, and you have to work your way through a tournament kind of like bracket and become the best or #1 fighter, and you get a reward for it. What's really cool about this event and all the events and with what we're going for is spectators are gonna be allowed to just kind of chill in the areas surrounding. There's gonna be VIP booths where you can pay for a one-time use warp to go into it, and you can pay like 500 corp cash to go into a VIP booth and watch the event. They're going to be live streamed. It's going to be a whole cool situation. Now, with that being said, it's going to take us time to get to that point to where we can do this because we have to finish Sea City. Sea City is a work in progress. It's going to be a work in progress for kind of a bit. It's not going to be, well, it might be 100%. It's not ever going to be 100%. I shouldn't say that.
It's a never-ending project.
It's literally a never-ending project that is, kind of just developing as it goes and being released when we feel fit. We hope to have an initial release of Sea City right when the server releases. However, there's no guarantees with that. It might be, a week after or something like that, just because we're gonna have to get plots that players can buy and so on and so forth. So you have to give us time with that. Sea City is much more complex than this spawn. Sea City is not something where it's like editing a bunch of files or doing what I can basically do a lot better than I can build. It's one of those things that's gonna take time because it's completely Minecraft related and so on and so forth. So, but that'll happen. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time, and we might do like some live streams of like actually building Sea City. I think that'd be kind of cool. But we'll touch on that as time goes. I think we pretty much covered all information. Let's go ahead and take suggestions, and then we'll go to questions. Does anybody have any suggestions for what we've already kind of highlighted? Now, before you give them, and if you get like turned down or whatever, and I say we're not going to do that for this reason, know that it's because we have a good reason behind it. We've thought about a lot of different things that we've had in the past on CORBACRAFT, and we kind of come to the conclusion that this is what a lot of people have been wanting, and so on and so forth. The goal here is to kind of keep it open to your own creativity, at the same time have fun, multiple ways to earn economy. There's going to be player warps. I forgot to mention that, and I forgot to include them in here. There's going to be player warps. There's going to be player shops. There's going to be, like I said, you can make money from the admin shop, crates, tokens. There's tons of ways to make money. Voting, crates. I think I already mentioned that. Auction house, events. Like, there's tons of ways to make money in tokens. Dungeons, tons of stuff. Building stuff in Sea City. You know, it's the whole thing. Like, it's bringing back that kind of community working together type thing, and we try to get rid of the competitiveness in the economy. However, I mean, obviously there's always going to be battle top, so if you're one of those people that like to be on battle top, that option's still there for you too.
It's more focused on just a relaxed play,
yeah,
a relaxed server, but at the same time, if you want to compete with other like competitive people, you can, but it's not like focused on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's more noob friendly, but at the same time it's more
if you want to, you can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very noob friendly. New players can come join and then keep learning as they go, and it's at the same time it's very like complex friendly. Like, you know, you have to work together to accomplish a lot of things, such as Sea City, and there's a lot of features that are kind of not necessarily hidden, but just not right in your face when you first join. So it's kind of cool. Okay, let's go for this. When you said Sea City, I thought you meant Sea City as in SEA. That's kind of funny. No, it's just Sea City as in Corba City. I should probably have said that a little bit better. Not related, but there should be a roleplay server like present day real life, so we don't get diamonds and stuff, but we need to do jobs like some sort of fishing.
Okay, kind of like a
I see what
GTA, but that's not right. But
I see what you're saying. We just don't have the player base for that right now, Jaden.
Yeah.
I think in the future it's a good option if we had the player base, but right now we just don't have the player base, and a lot of our focus is going to be going into Philia, which is kind of high. Oh, I know, like a lot of my focus is going to be going into it for a very long time. So, any other suggestions, or does anyone have any like suggestions as to Philia related? Like, is there something you want to see on here that maybe we didn't think of?
Certain features or plugins or
yeah, just kind of
you want to
shoot us some questions. Will we still need to apply for the new foot? No. Okay, I probably should make that clear. No. This is like Lothar in the sense that you can just join and begin. It's just, you know, you don't have to go through all that, and there should be more players on for that reason. I don't like the villager NPCs. They freak me out. Well, here's the thing. I had normal NPCs at one point. Hello. I had normal NPCs at one point, but they just don't fit right when it's a bunch of different variations, so it's kind of weird. So we just went with villagers. What else we got? If there's not any other suggestions, we'll move on to questions, because I know we had a few questions I can roll back and start popping out.
A very general statement for everyone listening.
Go.
Alright, so if you never feel afraid or like nervous to apply for any position on the server, you can apply for staff, YouTube, events, build. Don't be afraid to apply.
Yeah, oh, this is perfect timing for this question. Okay, this just flowed into this guy's question. So Mark Coronero asked, when will you be accepting 3 to 4 new staff members? before Philia release, because where their training period is going to take place on Philia. But we need more applicants to be able to do that. We have one applicant right now that we know for sure. Do we have two?
I think we have two right now that are pretty sure.
Okay, we have two people that are fairly certain that we're going to be taking on, but it's just a matter of Rose getting around, getting the time to do it. It's not really high priority, but we're trying to get them out. It will be like the current Philia, with it trying to be as vanilla as possible. No, not really, but at the same time, kinda. The tools, there's a couple OP tools, but they're not super OP. You know, I know the Farquad picks OP, but not super OP, and so on and so forth. It's not like Lothar. However,
Down version of Lothar.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of a dumbed down version of Lothar that also has a different layer of complexity with the Sea City stuff and tokens and stuff. So I'm trying to think. If you go to my YouTube channel and you go to like a server trailer from like 3 years ago when I sounded like 10 years old, you can probably find what this is trying to kind of mimic. It's sort of, it's not really vanilla, but at the same time, it's like there's no, I don't know, there's not any unfair advantages. There's crazy unfair. Obviously donor rings will always be unfair. It's just the nature of them. But like it's not like Lothar in a way. I don't really know how to word that. So I'm going to lose my stuff on Philia now. Yeah, you are. Which I should discuss this. So the reason we went away with the Philia roleplay server is because we saw the kind of constant request for this type of server right here, which is like the original CORBACRAFT type of server. So we kind of just went away with it. I'm going to be playing on here. I'm going to be basically essentially transferring that survival series to here. I'm not going to transfer my items or anything, but like, you know, it's going to take place more so on here. It just fits better for what we're trying to accomplish. At the same time, pleasing a bunch of people and myself, because I really like this type of server. What was the other question? Oh, way up here. Will the event team host events in Philia? I kind of answered that earlier. Both event and staff, kind of whoever's available. When is it getting released? The release date's October 19th. I know the forum post is 16th. We changed it to 19th. We're hoping to get more of the Sea City stuff done, and we're hoping to have a little bit more time to
make it a smooth launch.
Yeah, we want to make sure everything just goes, because I know I don't work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, so I'll be able to pump out a bunch of stuff that we may have forgotten, such as player warps, which I need to write that down. Player shops plugin too.
For your question, Carmi, kinda.
Alright, so is my application right now for Philia, is it kind of useless? Sadly. I'm sorry, Carmi. Because I just saw that line just getting ready to make my food earlier that you applied, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to leave that server open. Go ahead.
If you guys still want to roleplay with each other, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, that can still be a thing. Now, whenever we get our player base back up, I think we're going to do some sort of type of roleplay server and bring it back. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. But just, I don't know, because I really like that server as well. At the same time, well, it needs to be done a little bit differently, but we'll figure that out. Now, this server, there's going to be a lot of cool functionalities that we planned on having on the roleplay server that it's just going to be kind of cool. What other questions do we got? Go ahead and load up a couple questions. I'm going to throw my food in. Oh, that's what it is. It's a combo. All the corn's gone from the field.
I've seen a lot of cities that, or well, towns that people made that were actually a lot of roleplay in it, so you can just make a town and roleplay with the people in your town. That's always fun. Beta tests. Well, right now I don't have a rank, so I'm kind of beta testing. Already noticed the mission. Beta testers.
Beta testers? Record having beta testers good, but We're gonna staff kind of coming in, try to find life. But we shouldn't have any errors.
Mm-hmm. Those villagers are they're not actual villagers, they're just NPCs with villager skins. So they're not actual villagers.
Okay, I'm back. My food's cooking. 2 hours from now, it'll be done. Can we have a Walmart like Icy City? Absolutely, we'll have a Walmart. We'll have a full. Well, I don't necessarily be a Walmart, but we'll have something similar. Yeah, it's up to players to make it though, because staff aren't going to make shops. I mean, unless it's for their like personal, you know, their personal stuff. But they're not going to use like creative and get shops. Like it's going to be one of those things we have to kind of all build together. Have you tried to send the villagers? Setting the villagers job with commands? I mean, like when we showed them. I don't know what that means. Oh, so they look differently? I have not. It might be something we can try though. Okay, do we have any other questions? I think that might be it. I'm gonna give it about 30 seconds. If we don't, I'm gonna call it a stream. We're gonna end it so we can kind of eat and do all that fun stuff. You didn't see mine? What's yours? Where's Jaden's? What's your favorite status effect? The one that makes you float and all goofy. What happened with W Pound? He's still alive. He's just really, really, really busy right now. Can a few people beta test before Philia is released? Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I don't think we're gonna do beta testing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have staff come in, kind of test things out, make sure it works. I mean, we'll do a thorough test.
The work being done.
Yeah, double check everything, and we'll go kind of go from there. I don't think we're gonna do beta testing because then we'd have to reset the world and it just wouldn't be worth it.
You know what my favorite status effect is?
What?
Blindness.
Oh my god. What's yours, Matt?
I don't know, I like the levitation thing.
Hey, good.
Yeah.
Well, there he goes.
Nice.
Is it the 16th it'll be released? No, it's the 19th. This is gonna be released because we have to do a bunch of other stuff that I didn't realize initially we had to do. So it'll be Saturday, next Saturday, and probably be around the same time the stream took place. So next Saturday at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern. Ergo, who's your favorite mod?
Probably Tyler.
Let me look here.
I'd say.
Let me look. Make sure. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Shay.
Making fair stuff.
Cause Shadow kind of bugs me at times.
I bug you to get stuff done.
Shadow peer pressures me into getting stuff done. He's probably the most, on it, kind of making me do shit type of mod. Excuse my language. Make me do stuff type of mod. Which kind of annoys me at times, especially when I'm in the middle of a league game. However, Shay doesn't have a mic, so if they're trying to make me do something, I can just turn off the chat in my Teamspeak. And I won't know that they're messaging me, so probably Shay for right now. No offense to my other glorious mods, it's just I don't talk to you on Teamspeak, so it's hard to get that bond. Which if you're applying for staff, a big thing that helps you out kind of learn, and typically it kind of, I don't want to say it gets you promoted faster, it just helps you learn faster. It ultimately gets you promoted faster. If you have Teamspeak, Teamspeak's free. If you're able to use Teamspeak, it helps and it makes a huge difference.
It allows you to talk to other staff members and kind of stay in the loop better.
Yeah, which is huge.
Also, the way to become admin is just always remember Ergo is boss.
This is somewhat true. I can be very stubborn.
The admin that I talked to have said, like, remember, Ergo is boss, and you.
I'm a very stubborn individual. I'm open. I will be. I can be open-minded, but also kind of just. I have an vision. And
I got a bunch of suggestions lined up for you after the stream.
Ergo, who's your favorite mod? Cool, never did that. Ew League? What do you mean Ew League? League is amazing. Can you please open the trapdoor at the tree at spawn? I don't see a trapdoor at the tree.
I'm really surprised he hasn't fired me yet.
Oh, like I said, Shadow, you're very on it. You can be very annoying because how on it you are, but it works. I don't even know where it's at.
Your mom's had to learn to fight. Hey, I've been peer pressuring her.
Your mom's stubbornness doesn't work with me. It just makes me upset and mad.
Trust me from experience, it gets him really.
The hub. Can you open the trapdoor in the tree at spawn? What hub? Like the current CORBACRAFT hub or the new one? Oh, also for the release date, the release is going to be 19th because we have to transfer all the other server stuff to this new box. So.
What hub?
I think he's talking about the other.
Current one? Oh, I know what they're talking about. I put that there.
Well, let me get over there.
Wait, maybe not.
Changes the hub again this year? Yeah, we change our hub quite often.
It's back here behind the spawn.
It's hard to find a hub that I really like.
You took stand in the trapdoor. Okay, now crawl in. I forgot what I put in there.
Nothing. There's a torch.
Oh, I didn't finish it, I guess.
Why are we here? Oh!
I never finished.
There's a lot of people on. Anyways. We're releasing on Saturday because Friday we're going to take time to transfer the Lothar to the new box and the Skywalk to new box. Reason being, we're not resetting either of those right now or anytime really soon. 1.15 may force us to do a couple resets, but hopefully not.
For 1.16 though.
Philia is not resetting anytime soon though, for those that are curious. What else? I think that's it. Alright, I think that concludes the stream. We're gonna kind of cut it off there. Now, if you have friends that play on CORBACRAFT and they didn't get the chance to view the stream, it's gonna be uploaded on. Oh, I guess I can't really send it. It's gonna be uploaded on my channel and probably on the Corba Crew channel as well if I can get it over there. But I don't really know if I can send it without it being a huge file. So probably just my channel.
A suggestion that no one mentioned: referral codes.
Referral codes for vote keys. Oh, it might be something we can do. I'll look into it more.
This opportunity to just a quick update as why I'm not on that much.
Matt's actually okay. Go ahead. I was gonna say something, but it was really on the edge of too crazy and not okay.
Yeah, basically I just moved, so I still haven't set up my PC since I need to change a lot of furniture around and I need my brother's help for that, but he's always busy, I'm always busy. I'm starting an internship and everything is just coming together and I've just not been able to sit down for like minutes this week. This is the most I've sat down this week. So yeah.
Basically, Matt's getting his butt kicked by life.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be at the mob party? I don't know. Maybe if I have time. Matt and Shadow are kind of quiet. Yeah, that's because I'm really bad at streaming. But we'll make sure it's better next time. Yeah, I'm gonna do a kind of like overhaul of this whole stream setup whenever I have more time on my hands. Alrighty, fellas, I'm gonna call it. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was educated. Hopefully some of you are looking forward to Philia. If you are, well, put a 1 in chat if you're looking to Philia, just so I can kind of get an idea of if people are actually looking forward to it or not. Okay, and Minecraft chat works too. Okay, so there'll at least be 4. We got 4 people plus Shadow 5 plus Carmi 6.
Tyler's decided too.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay, cool. Looks like there'll be a few people then. and we'll make sure that it's pretty important and big. We're gonna be doing a lot of streams on it, and I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for tuning in again. I'll see you all next time. Next time being probably when we kind of release the Sea City, which I forgot to mention. We're gonna have like little Sea City town hall meetings, and those are gonna be streamed as well, folks. So, and we'll do like interviews and stuff. I don't know. We may. Oh, dude, we should make a news center for Sea City for CORBACRAFT News, Matt.
Do a Corba crew.
Yeah.
Oh.
We should use a green screen. For
Oh, we can't say the word casting. That just sounds weird.
Corba crew news studio.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Use a green screen as well, and it just looks so great in videos.
But we won't need one if we have our own studio. All right. Oh, I bet you we can make a green screen out of wool using Minecraft and press F1 and F5.
That's what he's been doing.
Oh my gosh. Genius! We're out of here, fellas. We got some ideas to put in the works. See ya. Yeah, green concrete, probably better. Oh, wait, I gotta do this.